Hi everyone, in this video I will show you how to solve linear equation, and in this video I will show you a quick way. It's an easy way how to solve these equations. Linear means that the x has a power of 1, or we call it first degree. See this x in here, usually it has 1, but we don't write it. All these x's, they have 1 on top, but we don't write it. That's why we call it linear or first degree. If you have, for example, 2 in here or second degree, we call it quadratic. If you have x to the power of 3 or third degree, we call it cubic equation, etc. But before that, you need to know how to add and subtract integers. It's very important. Forget solving any of this if you don't know this one here. You have to know your basic equations, your basic operations, meaning addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Same thing for fractions. You have to know how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide fractions. So take a look at this first example in here. The rule said move the number and change the sign. Move the number and change the sign. Okay. You see this negative 1 in here? What I'm going to do, I'm going to move it to the right, but change the sign. So, x is equal 3 plus 1. So, what I did, I took this negative 1, I move it to the right, but change the sign. So, here, x is equal 4. Easy. But, you have to get used to this habit. This habit, we call it check your answers. You need to check. How? You see this number you got in here? You're going to plug it into the original equation. You have to know that what you're doing is right. Okay? So, how I'm going to do it? So, I have x is equal 4. So, 4 negative 1 is equal 3. Now, 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 equal 3. This is true. So my answer is correct. You need to get to a habit of check. It's very important, because in the exam, if they give you something like this or a harder even equation, something more complicated than this, and you don't check, all the other equations, they're going to be wrong because of this. This is this one in here. Again, what I'm going to do, change the number. I have positive 4, so I'm going to move it to the right. So x is equal negative 5 plus 4. Remember, do not change this. Whatever is on the right, do not change it. Okay, we'll write it as is. So here, x equal, okay, see here, it's actually negative, because I changed the sign. I didn't change the sign. So negative 4. So 5 negative 4 is give me negative 9. Remember, move the number, then change the sign. So is this correct? I don't know. So I have to check. How? So I'm gonna plug in this number into the original equation. Always plug it into the original equation. Then I'm gonna do here negative 9 plus 4 is equal negative 5. So negative 9 plus 4, negative 5 is equal negative 5. So my answer is correct and it's true. Now pay attention to this one in here. Here you have negative x. So all these we have a positive x. I will show you what to do in here. First, I'm going to write negative x is equal 7 plus 2. Okay, then negative x will give me 9. In mathematics, you cannot write a variable like this with a negative. You cannot. So it has to be positive. So how to get rid of this negative? I'm going to multiply everything by negative 1. Negative 1. But be careful. Don't just multiply one side. No, both sides. Then my answer will be x, because negative 1, negative x will give me x. So negative times negative will give me positive. Then here I'm going to get negative 9. Check to see if I'm doing everything right. So I have, okay, pay attention in here, please. Let me do this in green. Pay attention. I have negative, which is this one here. Okay, then I'm going to put negative 9. See, this negative is coming from here. Then I will replace x. X is negative 9. Pay attention to this. It's very important because I've seen a lot of mistakes. Then equal 7. Sorry, negative, let me erase this. So I have negative 2 is equal 7. What's a negative? Negative times negative, it will give me positive. So I'm going to get here 9. Negative 2 is equal 7. Now 9 times 9 negative 2 is 7. 7 equals 7. So my answer is correct. Why? Because this one is true. If I get something is different, for example, if I get 5 is equal 7, this is not true. This is wrong, which means my answer is wrong. So I have to go and redo my calculations. Now I'm gonna do this one in here. This one in here. Same thing. It said move the number, then change the sign. Now pay attention to this. Now here I have to move two things twice. So I have negative 5x, but I have here this, see this negative 3, I have to bring it to the left with this x. That's what we call combine like terms. Remember this. What it means, combine like terms. So this x, I have to bring this x to this side, to the left by it. Then I have here a number, so I have to bring this number to the other side. So this one, it will be negative 5x plus 3x. So this one I bring it and change the sign. Then I have on the other side I have 9. Then this plus 1, I'm gonna bring it here. I'm gonna change the sign, negative 1. Again, move and change the sign. Move and change the sign. Don't forget this, combine like terms. If x is in here, bring it here. If the number is on the left, bring it to the right. So you are combining like terms. Then negative 5x plus 3x, this will give me negative 2x, equal 9 minus 1 will give me 8. Now pay attention to this. As we said before, we cannot leave the answer like this, okay, with a negative or even with a number. The x, it has to be by itself, just like this. X, it has to be by itself. So the trick in here, I'm gonna divide by negative 2. But again, both sides, please. Both sides. Whatever you do on the left, do it on the right. This one here, negative 2 will go away with negative 2 will be cancelled. I'm going to have x left is equal. Then 8 divided by negative 2 will give me negative 4. Now, let me see if what my answer is right. I need to check. The way I'm going to check is like this. So I have negative x. We'll just get some space in here. Negative 5, negative 4. I'm just replacing the x in here. Always go to the original equation. Then I have plus 1 is equal negative 3, negative 4 plus 9. So here, negative 5 times negative 4, this will give me 20 plus 1. Here, negative 3 times negative 4, it will give me positive 12. because negative times negative will give me positive. Then plus 9. Here, 21 is equal 21. So my answer is correct, which is true. Okay, just remember one thing. Bring apples with apples and put the bananas with bananas. Okay, also make sure you check to make sure that what you're doing is correct. See you in the next video, part 2 of linear equations, where we will cover different types of linear equations. Thank you for watching.